What's going on YouTube? It's Aaron here. So in this video, I'm actually going to be doing a breakdown of my cold calls actually, because a lot of you guys really liked my breakdown of the discovery call. But I have a lot of cold call footage that I never uploaded on YouTube. So I'm just going to do a breakdown of that. I'm going to do cold calls that went well, that led to meetings. I'm also going to do cold calls that didn't lead to meetings as well, and just, my own mistakes, what went wrong, and everything like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like on this so that I know that you guys actually like these kinds of breakdown videos, and make sure to subscribe below because I plan on doing a lot more of these breakdown videos because I feel that it's raw, uncut footage and you can actually see what it's actually like to grow your SMMA agency. So yeah, let's get right into it. Yeah, so this point, I do have a mentor, like I was saying before, but he was telling me, go after solar people because it's easy to run their ads and stuff like that. So of course I'm listening to my mentor, like, okay, let's go full steam on ahead with it.
Hi Mike, how's it going today?
Yeah, so I always say, how's it going today? I know there's a debate of whether you should say who you are and stuff like that. I have personal greetings and stuff. But the thing I do that pretty much it's kind of like if you say yes to me once, you're more likely to say yes to me again. So that's what I try to take advantage of here. Of course, it's not a guarantee that if he says yes to this, he's gonna say yes to another time. But it's a small sales tactic that you can use, so that way, it's not like he's thinking of no, he's thinking of the word yes and stuff.
I'm good. You're still doing solar installations, correct?
And this was during, the time of COVID. So this is again another micro commitment to get yes. But also I just want to make sure that they're actually still open and they're actually still serving customers.
Okay, so I'm not going to waste much of your time since we're both busy. But I've noticed there's a huge demand of homeowners who want to go solar and would like to connect you to 15 or 20 of these homeowners this month who want your service all scheduled and ready to meet with you, guaranteed. Whom do I need to speak to get something like this set up for you guys?
So with this part of the script here, this is for like if you have if you meet up with the gatekeeper or it's not the direct business owner or the person in charge of marketing, because you still kind of overall give your pitch, but when you say whom do I need to speak to get something like this set up, you always want to use please as well. So I would say whom do I need to speak to get something like this set up, please, because you always want to be super friendly with the gatekeeper as well. Um, but overall, this is like the thing I give to the gatekeeper just to acknowledge them and just say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need. Um, and usually this actually works very, very well,
Sure.
like it did right here.
Hi, my name is Aaron.
I shouldn't have to be like, hi, because that doesn't sound, professional and stuff, but doesn't really matter.
Was just on the phone with Mike. Who is this?
Um, I say this because I just want to be like, yeah, okay, I know, people who work with and stuff, and honestly, I didn't know who I was going to connect to at the time.
Carl. He's just actually he had another call. Okay. How can I help you? Okay, so I've noticed there's a huge demand of homeowners who want to go solar.
And this is just pretty much my main script for the most part when I'm talking to the business owner.
And want to connect your company with 15 to 20 of these homeowners who want your service, all scheduled and ready to meet with you, guaranteed. Who do I need to talk to in order to get something like this set up? I'm the marketing and outreach coordinator, so that would be me. Okay, awesome. So, could we have a 15-minute appointment Friday at around 4 p.m. just so I can learn more about you guys specifically and see if I can get you to where you guys want to be?
Yeah, this part's really, really important. So a lot of, weak salespeople or weak marketers would be like, oh, like, what day are you free to talk about, Facebook ads or something like that, or, to get you these appointments and stuff like that. So overall, that's kind of starting at like a weak position because they can be like, oh, I don't know. And then, if they say, I don't know, and then it's like, oh, how about this day? How about this day? You kind of become annoying and stuff, needy and annoying and stuff like that. So, I suggest a day and then they tell me if it works or not, and then they end up suggesting another day as well. So just always you want to make it as easy as possible for them to say yes for the most part, because like all you have to do is say yes, and then he's got appointment scheduled.
So what are your normal terms as far as your lead generation? So pretty much what my terms are is that you're gonna get at least 15 to 20 of these homeowner leads who are ready to sign up, guaranteed. You're not gonna pay, for leads that aren't scheduled or anything like that. I actually have to go very soon.
Okay, so what I did here, so when you get that kind of answer, there are two things you can do. And with the cold call, I kind of went into like what he was saying. You're usually not supposed to do that. That's called a red herring. Like I should have said, "Oh, I can tell you more about it in detail. Like I have to learn about your business first once we get on a call, once we get on an appointment." But this still ends up working out to book an appointment anyway, since I'm pretty much just rehashing what I said in my script here. Overall, I mean, it went fine because I just made, the main part of my script more enticing as well, which I think it's better to do that on a cold call because you're still trying to build trust. And since you're still trying to build trust and stuff, you kind of need to, add some credibility and make your offer that you're offering sound more enticing. Yeah, I can tell you more during the 15-minute appointment Friday at 4 p.m. if that works for you. And also, I actually did have to rush. I'm actually out of there. I actually had to do something like right after this call. So it wasn't like any like fake scarcity and stuff like that. But like, I mean, you can if you want to. If you say like, "Hey, I have to make another call, in the next minute or so, so I can tell you more about it in the meeting," X, Y, Z. Actually, neither of us work on Friday, so could you do that Monday? Monday at 4 p.m. Monday would be better earlier in the day. Earlier in the day. Let me check my schedule really quick just to make sure that nothing's interfering. Does 11:30 a.m. work? Yes. Okay, awesome. What's confirmation email? Yeah, so I'll send. Okay, usually people don't ask for that. Like, so this is like a rare example when people ask, like, "Oh, are we gonna send a confirmation email or something like that?" That doesn't never happen. Usually, you have to be the one to ask them for the email address. And another question, which I'll also bring up here. I'll send you an email that just says everything that I do, and I'll send you a calendar link as well. Um, is this the best phone number I can reach you at, or is there a better one? The best number to reach you at. Yeah, I'm assuming you'd want to be doing a conference call on Monday, right? Yes. Are there going to be other people who I need to invite to this conference? So I said this. Usually you're supposed to say this like all the time, but usually if you're talking to the direct business owner and you know they're the business owner, they don't really need to invite anyone else. But in this case, he did need to invite someone else. So you always want to ask this, but I guess he was like already kind of on top of it already. So, and I may have muted it here at this point. But you always want to make sure that you get the email address and you confirm the email address and like you spell it out to them so that it's correct because there's nothing worse than you get an email address just saying, "Oh, okay, thank you," and then you just send them an email and then you get something sent back to you because it ended up being the wrong email address and you don't want to recall them and be like, "Hey, I didn't catch it the first time." So that's why that's why I also like recording these cold calls as well. So like if I miss anything, I can always just go back and be like, "Okay, this is what he was actually saying." All right, awesome, Mike. So I'll send you an email. It's also going to have information like to my website and also a short video presentation which talks more in detail about what I do and how I can help you guys get some more homeowner leads. Sound good? Okay. Awesome. I'll see you Monday at 11:30. All right. Take care, Mike. Bye. Joking? And yeah, I was just laughing at this thing because this was literally like the first call I made the day, like the first Google listing as well. And I made the call and it was like appointment, which can happen. So, I mean, don't be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make one call and get one appointment," but it can happen, especially if you keep working at it. So now I'm gonna go to another session that I did, and it's gonna include calls that went well and calls that didn't go well at the moment. Oh, you're still opening up. Can you hear me now? Hello? Oh, okay, so this is a different day, and I know I'm wearing the same shirt. I promise it's clean. Um, But yeah, so this day I was like, let's target roofers today, and yeah, so this call I'm pretty sure actually ended up into a meeting, but some other calls I'm gonna go into they didn't, and I'm gonna explain what I did wrong, what I could have done better, etc., etc.
You're still open and offering with
If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you can get more of these breakdowns. And make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you get notified every time I upload a new video, twice a week and stuff like that. So yeah.
different services to customers, correct? What service? Roofing? Yeah. Okay, awesome. My name is Aaron. I'm calling to set a 10-minute appointment with you because I want to connect you with 7 to 10 guaranteed homeowner appointments with paying customers every month who want your services. There's a huge demand for it. How about we talk tomorrow at around 10 a.m. so I can learn more about your business goals and see if we're a good fit to work with each other. Sound good? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Okay, what would be the best time to call back?
And when you have a script that actually works and that's actually good, sometimes you just get a yep, and then you just it's all a matter of just setting the time frame and stuff like that. But of course, you always have to be ready for objections. So that's why I like having my main part of the script here, and then having common objections on another side of the screen. So that way I can just immediately look at the other side of the objections and then redo that.
Um, just have to take a look at the schedule. Maybe Friday, 5 p.m. Friday, 5 p.m. Okay. Information before.
And I'm just skipping this part because I've already talked about getting their information, stuff like that. Just ask for the best email address, if this is the best phone number, and make sure you send them a calendar link with everything. Yeah, I do that a lot, but the rest of the session was not that easy. In retrospect, cold calling is actually not that hard. Like people make it out to be like the hardest thing on earth, but it's really not that hard. Like you can see here in 4 minutes, booked an appointment for my agency that could turn into a $1,000 plus client. So
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, awesome. Is there any way I could talk to James Frazier, please?
and I guess this is I know this person because I look up the business owner's name. I know this isn't the business owner, so must be the gatekeeper.
He's not here. When would be the best time to call? When would be the best time to call back so I could reach him? What do you
And sometimes I go off script if I'm not talking to like the business owner, or if I know this isn't like a gatekeeper or a secretary. Sometimes I might just ask, "Oh, is the business owner here? When's the best time to call back?" And then usually that's when they say leave a message and stuff like that. I'll give them my part of that script.
say he's calling? My name is Aaron, and I just want to set a 10-minute appointment. I just want to set a 10-minute appointment with him because I want to connect him with 7 to 10 guaranteed homeowner appointments this month. We want his roofing service. We're all set with that. I apologize. We're all set with that. Also, so are you guys already? I'm assuming you guys are already getting a lot of appointments.
This is a blatant lie. Because he's just like, yes. He just said it very, very short and just very just like very abrupt and short. Because like he was talking like long, like he's like, oh, I'm sorry, good fit and stuff like that, and then obviously he just said yes. So it kind of like changed the tone. So I know this is kind of a lie, but
Already? Okay then. All right. Have a good one.
honestly, at that point, it was just like it wasn't really worth because it was like I already booked one appointment, so I didn't care, and it's just like okay, I have some more calls to make. So sometimes you have to debate on like, is this really worth handling this objection, or should I just move on to make another call? Pretty much in this case, I could have handled it much better, but the fact that he wasn't the business owner, B, I had other calls to make. There's so many other business owners I want to reach out to. So, um, honestly, it was like not really worth my time, and it was actually a bit of nervousness as well. Like you guys might think I'm like the master at cold calling. I'm really not. Sometimes nerves still get in the way, but with practice makes perfect, and you can still, even if you're not an expert cold caller, you can still book a lot of appointments doing it.
Sure. So my name is Aaron, and I'm calling to set a 10-minute appointment with Jason because I want to connect him with 7 to 10 guaranteed homeowner appointments per month of people who want
It's a bad habit. I need to stop saying and stuff like that.
his service. When would be the best time to call back to see if I can contact him directly?
And you might get this question a lot, especially using my script. They might be asked, okay, what company do you work for? Just say you can if you don't have like an official company, just say your last name, agency, and that you and then don't just say your company name, just say what your offer is again. So you'll hear it here.
So I'm the owner of Tension Free Marketing, and I want to offer him 7 to 10 guaranteed appointments and with homeowners who need their roofing service done.
Yeah, so pretty much I always say what my offer is again. Just be like, hey, okay, I'm this because no one really cares about the company that you're in. They just ask that just just to know. But again, if you repeat the offer is more enticing than the name of my company.
Is there a better time I can? Okay, so okay,
Oh, and then yeah, sometimes if you even try to contact the business owner, they'll be like, oh yeah, no, I'm the person you need to talk to, and it's not you don't always need to know the business owner's name and stuff like that for the most part.
so could you explain?
And this time I was actually ready to deal with the objection. So I was gonna ask, oh, like, hey, can you explain how you're getting all these appointments and stuff like that? And then I could deal with that, how they're doing it. But she just hung up the phone, which, it's fine.
Hi, are you guys still open and offering roofing services to customers? I'm calling from. So my name is Aaron.
Yeah, so if they ask for your location, just say your location quickly and then just go on to your pitch. Because honestly, I honestly don't want to waste much of their time thinking that, hey, I am a potential customer. I'm just want to be like, okay, this is my offer to you. You can say where you're from. Like if you're from the United States, just say, wherever town you're from. If you're from India, you can say you're from India. It doesn't really matter at that point. Just say where you're from and just immediately just go on to, your script and then, see if they're actually interested in it.
And I would like to set an appointment with David Brown because I want to connect him with 7 to 10 guaranteed homeowner appointments with paying customers every month who want their service. Is there any better time I can call back or?
That was oh my god, I can't believe I said something like or that was so weak. If I just said it in a confident manner, is there any time I could call back? Um, or like if I could say like, oh, could you please connect me to, whoever, please? It would have been so much more confident because the fact that I ended in a weak statement is not good. Like if I started it with weak statement, that's better, that's fine. But if I need to end with confidence. If I can end with confidence here, probably that's why this call didn't go so well. Oh, I guess she hung up on me. So yeah, so as you can see, as you can see here, you can see what successful cold calls look like, and what unsuccessful cold calls look like, and hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about in this video. I'm gonna stop it right now because I don't want this video to be too long. So again, if you like these breakdown videos, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment below if you want more of these breakdown videos and stuff. I plan to do another discovery call breakdown. It's just a matter of just talking through it and doing it. And yeah, so if you guys haven't seen my other discovery call breakdown, you should see something on the screen right now that is going to actually show you a link right to it. And so you should click on that and learn what a successful discovery call looks like. See you guys in that video. Take care.